Hi, this is a quick video tutorial showing how to install and use FaceShifter for either Genesis 8 Male or Genesis 8 Female. I've just released a new update for December for Genesis 8 Male. This is just to fix some parameter path issues, so make sure that you have the December 19 update. So once you've downloaded the files, in this instance I've got the FaceShifter for Genesis 8 Female, FaceShifter for Genesis 8 Male, as well as the FaceShifter export rules. So just extract all of these into their own folders. And then you need to find your default DAS installation directory for the default library. So in my instance on this test machine, it's users, public, documents, my DAS 3D library, and that's where all the content gets installed. You can double check that in your DAS install manager. Just go into the settings and check the installation directory to see where files are actually installed for your current DAS Studio installation. Once you've found the directory, all you need to do is for each of these just go in, copy all of the folders, and paste them into your DAS library. You will get a dialog asking to replace or skip files if you've previously installed FaceShifter. Just replace the files in this destination file, and all of that will be copied across. And just do the same for Genesis 8 Female. Place, and there we go, FaceShifter is now installed within DAS Studio. We'll come back to the FaceShifter export rules shortly. So once in DAS Studio, you just need to load up a character or just the base Genesis 8 figures. In this instance I've just loaded one of my characters I've created called Dante. So to find the FaceShifter morphs, in the Parameters tab, when you select your figure, just under the figure's name, pose controls, head, expressions, you'll find FaceShifter for Genesis 8 Male or Female. And here you'll find all of the morphs as individual dials. You can also find them in your content library under Genesis 8 Male or Genesis 8 Female, expressions, in the flesh, and FaceShifter. These are just one-click presets that will apply the selected expression, or you can zero them out. To export your character to FaceShift, just for a clean preview within FaceShift itself, I do recommend deleting the eyelashes before export so that you can see the eyes within FaceShift. If you go under your Tool Settings Geometry Editor, scroll down to the surfaces, and if you hide the cornea and eye moisture, they won't get exported. If we want to export the model with all of the FaceShifter morphs, just select your character after you've hidden everything, say File, Export. I'm going to export this out as a FBX file. I'll just call this Dante FaceShift. Save. These are the settings that I use for the preview in FaceShifter. In FaceShift. Select Embed Textures and Collect Textures to folder. Make sure that you have morphs selected, and then under Edit Morph Export Rules, ignore whatever you have there already. Come down here to Import CSV Rules, and this is where you want to navigate to the Export Rules CSV file that you downloaded previously. I'll just copy that directory, paste that here, and import that, and that will import a set of rules to export all of the morphs individually, as well as to bake any character morphs that you have applied. So just hit accept, and now accept and export that file. And now we'll go through and it will convert all of the morphs, and that's done. So we'll now jump over to Faceshift and I'll show you how to set it up. So in Faceshift, under tracking and target, we want to select import, and then at the bottom here, load target. What you want to do is browse to wherever you exported to FBX and just hit open. This will just take a little bit to load while it's loading in all of the morphs. Okay, so it's quite small at the moment. So first of all, we need to assign the joints. So for the neck, I usually go for the neck upper. And just to help visibility, I set the scale to about 9. There we go. So now it's a bit easier to see. Joint eye left is pretty self-explanatory. Just want left eye and eye for the right joint. Okay, so because all of the morphs are named the same in DAZ Studio as they are in Faceshift, it means that they get mapped automatically. So if you click through each morph and just arrow down, you can see that they have already mapped all the correct morphs automatically. So that's great. So just hit OK. Give it a second to load. And now here is a DAZ character in Faceshift. I already have an animation here. So if everything's worked correctly, you should get something like this. Thank you for watching.